break, I had my favorite cable channel on, and I was watching the 8 p.m.er Oreilly questioning Mike Huckabee. And I had to obviously turn it off to do the show, but he said to Huckabee, who said Obama has disdain for Israel, he said, do you have evidence that President Obama has disdain for Israel? I have to say, since this is a no-spin zone here as well, I find that absurd on the part of Oreilly. He's a newsman. He says he is. He's a news analyst. He says he is. Does he not see what's going on? Does he not hear what's going on? Has he ever seen any ally treated like this in modern American history by any president? I mean, the evidence is all around us. It's smothering us that Obama has disdain for Israel and disdain for Netanyahu. And worse, in my humble opinion. Is he not aware of Obama's early associations with Rashid Khalidi? Does he know who Rashid Khalidi is? A spokesman, unofficial, at one point for Hamas? Is he not familiar with Bill Ayers and Bernardine Dohrn? Of course he is. Is he not familiar with Jeremiah Wright and his anti-Semitic rants and his racist rants at that church every single Sunday where Obama and his family belonged for 20 years? I can't think of another president who's treated any ally, let alone this ally, the way this president does. From the moment Netanyahu came to the White House and was treated with a backhand. He doesn't do that to anybody else. This president having members of the Muslim Brotherhood in the Oval Office. This president's administration reaching out to CARE. Al Sharpton, a repeated visitor at the Oval Office. How many more examples do I need to give? And there's many more specific examples. I could write an entire brief on it. So I really think the motivation in asking a question like that by Mr. Oreilly is to demonstrate that he's even-handed, that he's not one of these crazy right-wing talk radio guys. And so he'll bring in Mike Huckabee, who is very earnest and sincere in what he believes when it comes to this issue, as a foil. As a foil. But Huckabee's not a foil. He understands exactly what he believes, and he's been to that country many, many, many times. I'm just very disappointed that he throws in with the rest at 8 p.m., with the rest of the Obama media, trying to show that he's balanced and even-handed. That's not how you show you're balanced and even-handed, by pretending the facts don't exist, that the evidence is non-existent. It's overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming. I thought I'd mention that. This isn't a personal attack in any way. I know how to personally attack if I choose to. But if you're going to say you're the no-spin zone and you call him as you see him and you're fair and balanced and all the rest, then demonstrate it. Sometimes right is right. Sometimes facts are facts. Sometimes conclusions are conclusions. And just because they condemn this president to his viewpoints, to his own statements, doesn't mean you should pretend otherwise to position yourself as a fair analyst, whereas everybody else is a right-winger. Yes. This is why I like watching Hannity. That's why I like being on his show when he invites me. No pretense, no pretext, no games, no positioning, just truth. Unvarnished truth and debate and discussion. There's a few others on Fox and a few other shows on Fox. I feel exactly the same way. Some wonderful, wonderful people there. I like Kilmeade and Ducey. I don't know all of them. I don't know most of them. Cavuto, Bowling. There's others. I just can't remember them all. I like that Jesse Waters. That's probably the kiss of death for him now. As I say, there's others. And I shouldn't have gone down this path because now I can't remember everybody. A couple of great females there, too, that are on the 5. Wish I could remember everybody's name. I just can't. There's no offense intended. I just wasn't planning on going here. But I'm very troubled by now. Now, do you have any evidence that Obama disdains Israel? I mean, come on, is this a joke? Get with it, pal. Get with it. Reality, news, analysis. Not personal, just my analysis, fair and balanced.